Hello everyone, how are we all? I hope you're doing well. It's the end of the month, which means monthly favorites time. April was definitely like a month that was like all over the place. Definitely had some like high highs, low lows. One thing that was really great is I took like the first mini vacation that I've taken in a really long time, and it just reminded me how important it is to sometimes just get out of town, be in a new scenery, and what that can really do for your mood. So that was really exciting. I went to Lake Tahoe, which is just a beautiful location, with my boyfriend, and that was really fun. Definitely I feel like when summer comes around, it's like the time of travel, so I'm already thinking about where I want to go, what I want to do, save up some money and get some trips organized. But that's not what you guys came here to hear about. So I will share with you guys what I've been loving in the month of April. There's only one makeup product. I feel like as the months get warmer, my focus tends to gear more towards skincare than makeup because I live in California and it can get quite toasty during the summertime, so I find that I wear less and less makeup as the summer goes on and just want my skin looking as best as possible. So let me share with you guys what I've been loving. The one and only makeup product that I'm going to be sharing with you was actually featured in last week's video, which was kind of my everyday springtime makeup, and that is the Grasa Lumiere Luminous Complexion Fluid in Elise. This is just a really incredible formula. I know I've talked about it a few times at this point, but it's basically pigment suspended in oil, and it gives you the most natural glow to your cheeks. It's incredibly pigmented, so a little goes a very long way, and like I mentioned in last week's video, you can either kind of sheer it out and you can make it more of like an oily, kind of like glowy cheek look, or you can add more pigment and have it be more of like a punch of color. You can also use this on your eyes, so it's a great tool to have in your makeup bag just because you can use it so many different ways and get so many different looks with it. I can imagine if you're a makeup artist, this would be a great tool to have. It kind of has that editorial flair to it where you get that very like glassy skin-like appearance if you add more of the oil. It is a dropper system, so I would always suggest being careful and making sure that you put the cap on as soon as you're done. I've had a few close calls where if I didn't have the cap on, it would have spilled all over my rug or carpet, and that would have been absolutely miserable, and this probably wouldn't be in my favorites video, but because that hasn't happened, I think it's a gorgeous product. Make sure you put the cap on, but it's really fun, it's great to play with, and yeah, I've really been loving this. So like I said, that's actually it for makeup. So now moving on to skincare. I have a couple more skincare favorites, but I'm testing out the Indie Lee skincare range, and so I have a few favorites that are in there, but that video will come later in May where I'll really talk about the products and what I like, what I don't like, all of that good stuff. So besides those favorites, I really only have one other favorite, and it is the Masks by Natural Logic. I've featured one of them in my like Feature Fridays, which is a series that I'm doing over on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me there, I'm just at Cosmetics by Caroline, and I just kind of share more of what I'm doing throughout the month with you there. But anyway, I shared with you guys that I really love the Natural Logic Alpha Beta Enzyme Resurfacing Mask. This is a very gentle exfoliating mask. I have a lot of texture to my skin, so really anything that helps kind of exfoliate my skin and get my skin to shed that first layer and all of that good stuff really helps, and I find that this is a great gentle exfoliant. Still enjoying this, but because my skincare routine now includes an exfoliating pad, I haven't been using this one as much, but what I have been using is this amazing one that I just received. This is the Natural Logic Unmasked Detox Hydration Mask. So whenever I think of a detox mask, I always think of a clay mask. And one thing over the years that I found is that clay masks, for me personally, although there is a time and place for them and I tend to use them in the warmer months, throughout the year, for the most part, they do really dry out my skin and I have to add that moisture back in, or the trick that I found is I have to continually spray the clay mask and not let it dry completely. But with this mask, I don't have to worry about that because I feel like it's as powerful as a clay mask, but it never fully dries on your skin, so you're left with like baby soft, very hydrated skin. I believe the detoxifying ingredient, or one of them at least, is charcoal in here. So it's a really fun mask. It's very, very dark. I'm not sure if you can see, I'll shake the jar a little bit, and you can see the texture is almost like jelly-like a very loose pudding. I leave it on for a full 30 minutes. It does say 20 to 30 minutes, so you can decide what you want to do then. I leave it on for a full 30 minutes and just kind of go about whatever I'm doing. And when I take it off, like I said, my skin is incredibly soft, which is like totally counterintuitive to me when I think of detoxing masks. And it just feels like very hydrated, brightened. I even had my sister come over and try this, and she's totally obsessed with it. Yeah, I just am really, really loving this. And I actually take this off with 2 sponges. I got these sponges from Audacité. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I got them a while ago from the Detox market when I did an order from them. And it's really great then, because since this is a dark mask, like other dark masks, it probably will stain or tint your towels if you're using just like a face cloth to take it off. So when I use it with a sponge, then I don't have to worry about that. The next product I told you guys would be in my favorites video, and it is the Goop Detox Himalayan Salt Scalp Scrub. I'm still really, really loving this. I have a full review on it, so if you want to check that out to find out more about it, you can. Again, I still have so much of this left because you really only need a little amount and you get a big tub. Oh, and it just smells so good, and it is keeping my scalp nice and clean, and I don't have as much product buildup anymore, which is really wonderful. So I'm doing this once a week and then the raw wash shampoo once a week, and I found that that's a really good routine for me. But definitely go check out that video if you want to know more about this product. I feel like I'm doing so well. This is like the fastest favorites video I've done in a really long time. But the very last product is kind of just a random product. It's this Schmidt's Lavender and Sage Natural Soap. I'm not really sure like what to say about this because it's just like a bar soap, but I felt like it works really well. And if you're someone who uses natural deodorant, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes you can get like a buildup of a product. I definitely was finding that like a few months ago when I was still using the Wyleda deodorant. For whatever reason, it just like stopped working for me, and I had this kind of like buildup of a scent that I couldn't get off my body. And when I switched over my deodorant, I also switched over my soap, and I think both of those together made a huge difference. So I just feel like this really gets me clean. I really like the scent. The texture is nice, and I know a lot of people feel hesitant towards bar soap because it can be really drying, but I found that this one isn't drying at all, and I really enjoy it. Now, I've totally finished it, so all I have is the box here. I can't really show you what it looks like. I'll try and find maybe a picture. But Schmidt's is a really great affordable brand. You can find it at Target, you can find it at Whole Foods, so it's really nice that this is accessible. And it does have little jojoba seeds in it, so it actually kind of exfoliates your skin as you're using it. Anyway, it's a cool bar soap. I really like it, and I really like the scent of it. Alright guys, that is all of my favorites. Somehow I managed to keep this as a short video. I don't know how. Usually I just blabber on for a long time, but I would love to know what your favorites were for the past month, if there are any products that you recommend me trying in May, and especially as we're going into the warmer months, if you have any like holy grail sunscreens or setting sprays or powders for your makeup, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you guys are using. I hope you all had a wonderful April and you will have an even more wonderful May. I'm looking forward to hearing about all of your suggestions down below. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for weekly videos always featuring clean green beauty. If you're not new to my channel, still a massive thank you for watching. Always appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have any video ideas that you want to see. So there should be lots of stuff going on in the comments down below now that I've requested like 9 things from you guys, and I'm officially signing off. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye!